Hello, happy holidays, and welcome to a Drafthouse Diary for Saturday, December 21st, 2024, when I have come out here to the Alamo Drafthouse at Littleton's Aspen Grove to see Wicked Part 1. I have to admit, I like to try to take movies on their own terms, but I did not really have strong expectations for this movie, partly because it is Part 1. And it's a long movie and Part 1. And any movie that is a longest size like this and uncompletionated, and therefore it's intentionalistically sequelinized, I don't expect it to stand well as a strong movie in its own right. I want a complete story when I come to see a movie. And if you're already planning that you're not going to give me the complete story, well, what am I paying for? Are you just trying to sell me a second ticket? I was pleasantly surprised. And here's why. This was a complete movie. I don't need a sequel. This ended on a note of triumph. We got a full-fledged story arc for more than one character. And if anything, I'm going to go into the sequel a year from now with a little trepidation because I am not entirely sure that it's going to be able to stand up to this movie. But given the fact that I was proven wrong by Wicked Part 1, I'm going to give Wicked for Good a very solid chance of surprising me. The casting was outstanding, and the musical numbers really had a chance to shine because they were woven into the story structure. It was one of those rare musicals that achieves what musicals are supposed to do, which is get characters to a point of expression or emotion where the only thing they can do from then is burst into song. That worked in this movie. The design was especially engaging because it had lots of references to the design and the look and the feel of the 1939 movie, as well as to other parts of Oz lore as it has developed over the course of more than a century. In general, I think villain apologetics is one of those tricky genres that's often overdone, but this story gets it right, does it well. And this story goes back to the novel, which was one of the first things to really dig into this idea of what did someone go through to become the villain that we see superficially in the better-known story. And again, we get so much good story in this movie, I'm a little concerned that there isn't much left for the next movie, that we're going to get another 3-hour movie, but it's going to have 30 minutes of story, and it's going to be depressing. But we'll see what happens next year. Now I want to tell you about the rest of my trip to the Alamo, but in the meantime, if you're enjoying this, please click that like button, the thumbs up that you see on your YouTube page. And if you want more of these Drafthouse Diaries as they come out, please click subscribe. I record one of these for every one of my trips to an Alamo Drafthouse here in Colorado or anywhere in the country I happen to roam. The Alamo pre-show for Wicked was not too surprising, but it was very well done and it was very enjoyable. There were two main parts of it. One was referencing all of the other adaptations there have been of The Wizard of Oz, and there have been many. Cartoons, sequels, multiple live-action versions, multiple animated versions, The Wiz from the 1970s. And it was interesting to see all of those different ways that this world has been interpreted and that these characters have been interpreted and presented. The other main thrust of the pre-show had to do with the impact that The Wizard of Oz has had on American culture and culture around the world. And a lot of that had to do with commercials or commercialization. So we had Wizard of Oz-based commercials for Curad bandages and cereals, and we also had a clip from an exercise video inspired by The Wizard of Oz. It was an interesting potpourri of what this has done and how many different kinds of things reference The Wizard of Oz, because it is so immediately recognizable and it carries so many ideas and themes with it that we all understand. Waiting for the security guy to drive by now. For dinner, I got the Shiz University chicken wrap again, and once again, I got it Wicked style. I enjoyed that very much last time I had it a few weeks ago, and I don't know how long it's going to be on the menu, so I figured I'm finally here to see Wicked. I should have something from the special Wicked menu. My darling wife, who was with me at this screening, had the new kale salad. That's one of the new items on the main menu, and she got it with the chicken added, which she said was very good, but she also tried an experiment. that salad comes with an avocado cotija lime vinaigrette. She got that on the side, and she also got some of the Serrano lime vinaigrette, which is usually on the Alamo bowl. She has enjoyed that Serrano lime vinaigrette on the Alamo bowl in the past, so she wanted to try that because the avocado cotija lime vinaigrette that comes on the kale salad, it's less spicy and it's creamier, and she did not like it as much as she did the version that normally comes on the Alamo bowl. And that's one of the nice things here at the Alamo. Regardless of what dressing the menu says comes with a particular bowl or a particular salad, you can always ask them to swap that for one of the other dressings that they have for some other menu item. The service, I think, was very good. It was the fastest food service I think I've had at any Alamo in a long time. And that was especially gratifying given the fact that this was just about sold out. This was a popular screening. So I wasn't quite sure about Wicked because the Alamo had reduced the number of screenings, but that may have just been to make room for some of the other movies in that pre-holiday week or two. Now that we're in the weekend before Christmas, they've got more screenings and they're filling up. So I have no idea what Wicked's box office has been like, but just based upon what I saw today, it's pretty popular. I hope you enjoyed this Drafthouse Diary. I will be back soon with more. And in the meantime, enjoy your movies. And when you do, stay till the end of the credits.